On a quiet Australian shoreline, a man lies lifeless in the sand. No signs of violence. No struggle. His clothes neatly pressed. His shoes polished. His face calm as if he simply went to sleep. But this man has no ID, no wallet, no name. And the mystery he left behind would haunt investigators for decades. This is the case of the Somerton Man. The morning of December 1, 1948. Somerton Beach, South Australia. A group of passers-by notices what appears to be a man resting against a seawall. His legs stretched out. His arms crossed. His head leaning back, neatly positioned, almost deliberate. They assume he is drunk or asleep. But as the hours pass, he never moves. And when someone finally approaches, they realize the truth. The man is dead. Police arrive. They examine his body. His suit is clean. His tie perfectly in place. No signs of dirt, sand, or seawater on his clothes. His pockets are empty. No identification, no money, no papers. Every single tag and manufacturer label on his clothing has been carefully removed. Someone did not want this man to be identified. They search his shoes. They are spotless. The soles barely worn. Odd for someone found on a beach. It looked like he had not walked there himself. As investigators study the scene, a chilling realization forms in their minds. The body may have been placed there. The pathologist reports strange findings. His organs show signs of internal failure, but no trauma. His pupils are dilated. His blood is clean, no traces of poison. But poisoning is still suspected. The doctor says, if this was poison, it was something rare, something that leaves no trace. But why would someone use an untraceable poison on a man with no identity, wearing a suit, on a beach? The investigation widens. Police begin fingerprinting the body. They send the prints to every English-speaking nation they can contact. No match. They examine his face. Strong jawline. Neatly trimmed hair. Athletic build. He appears to be in his 40s or early 50s. Well-groomed. Well-fed. Not homeless. Not local. But no one reports him missing. They search his pockets again and find one small object that would change everything. A tightly rolled piece of paper, hidden deep inside a tiny pocket, sewn into his trousers. They carefully remove it. The paper contains just 2 words. Tamám Shud. A phrase written in Persian. And it translates to, "It is finished." The words are traced back to a collection of poems, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Investigators search for a copy of the book across the country. Weeks pass. Then, a man steps forward. He says he found a strange book tossed in the backseat of his car, with a page ripped out. Police examine it. The missing page matches perfectly. The torn edge aligns with the paper found in the man's pocket. This is the book. On the back of the book, they find faint indentations. Imprints pressed into the paper, like someone wrote on another page, then tore it off. They apply light and pressure. A sequence of letters begins to appear. 5 lines. Random. Repeated. Unstructured. A code. Investigators call in cryptographers, naval intelligence, and code breakers. They search for patterns in the letters, military keys, ciphers, spy signatures. But the code refuses to break. Even today, it remains one of the most challenging cryptographic mysteries on record. Whoever wrote it knew what they were doing. Beneath the code, they find a telephone number written faintly into the page. It belongs to a woman, living not far from the beach. Her name is never publicly revealed. In reports, she becomes known simply as Jestin. Police knock on her door. When she sees a plaster cast of the dead man's face, witnesses later claim she nearly faints. Her reaction is immediate, emotional, disturbed. Yet she denies knowing him. Investigators do not believe her. She admits she once owned a copy of the Rubaiyat, and claims she gave it to a man she met years earlier. A man who later served in intelligence. A man believed to be dead. The case takes a darker turn. This may not be a random death. It may be espionage. Australia, 1948, early Cold War era. Intelligence networks quietly operating across the globe. Communications encrypted. Couriers transporting messages. Dead drops. Secret signals. With untraceable poisons. Days pass. Then months. Authorities exhume deeper reports. The man's suit was stitched in a style common in America, but with a unique thread pattern not available in Australia. A suitcase is later discovered in a nearby railway station storage room, believed to be his. Inside they find neatly folded clothes, but again, every tag removed. One item remains unexplained. A type of orange thread, not sold anywhere in the country. No official link to identity. No passport. No travel records. The man seems to exist outside of every system. Who was he? A spy? A defected agent? A courier? A runaway lover? Or simply a man who chose to disappear? The mystery divides investigators. Some believe he was assassinated, poisoned with a rare digitalis compound, or a military nerve agent, designed to leave no trace. A method used by intelligence networks. Others suggest he took his own life after a romantic affair, leaving behind the final message, "It is finished." But if he intended to die, why remove every trace of identification? Why encode a message? Why carry a secret page sewn inside his trousers? And why did no one ever come forward? Witnesses claim to have seen a man earlier the night before his death, struggling to stand, but not calling for help. Some believe he was poisoned slowly, collapsing before his placement on the beach. Others argue he was already dead earlier, and transported there afterward. Still, no definitive proof. The Somerton Man is buried in an unmarked grave. Years pass, then decades. His death fades from headlines, but never from legend. Journalists revisit the case. Cryptographers attempt to solve the code. Forensic artists reconstruct his face. But one question lingers. Was he someone important, or someone forgotten? Recently, advanced genetic testing has attempted to uncover his ancestry, suggesting a possible identity, but debates continue. Records conflict. The data remains incomplete. Theories multiply faster than answers. To some, he was a spy lost to history. To others, a tragic man with a story we were never meant to know. And maybe, that's exactly how he intended it. Because on a quiet shoreline in 1948, a man with no name, no past, and no future, left behind only a final message. Tamám Shud. It is finished. But for the world, the mystery never was. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next case.